Welcome to the High Stakes Fantasy Network podcast. Brought to you by PlayNFC.com.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the High Stakes Fantasy Network. This is the Thursday night live stream. Tonight we have an NFFC Cutline Championship live stream with my good buddy Shawn Childs. Shawn, I started this too late. It's all my fault. I thought it was a 10 o'clock start. So here we are in round 4 already. Sorry about that.
All right, believe me, I got a text at 9 o'clock or 2 phone calls at 9 o'clock. You told me 10 o'clock. I didn't even look at it. I took your word for it, and they put me on the clock, and I had to make a decision. Should I take CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson? What would you do in that case?
I'd take CeeDee Lamb.
Nah, I went with figure if Dallas throws the ball a lot more,
Absolutely.
Jefferson should bounce back, and then I double stacked them,
All right. Pickens and Lamb, but you took Bowers in between. What was the strategy there?
I wanted to I don't know. I haven't done the cut line thing in a long time here. Yeah. I like it when you change the rules, when you don't have to make any decisions at the end of the year. It just kind of goes. I mean, that's the future of best ball, because the fantasy drafters aren't very intelligent. They make mistakes. So they want the computer to pick it. It's the new AI era of fantasy sports. You should be gravitating towards it. But anyways, so Bowers and McBride, McBride's been great, and Bowers was hurt. McBride, how can you even, pass on him? He catches so many passes, Arizona's right. But I just took Bowers. I'm being a sucker. You know what I mean? They don't have many other receiving options. Hopefully he's healthy. The reports have been great. He's a really good player. Just has to stay on the field.
Absolutely. All right. So what Shawn is saying is we should do this best ball for 17 weeks. Our contest is best ball for the first 10 weeks, the top 2 teams in each cut line league. These are only 10-team leagues, so 20% of the leagues make it into the championship round. And then we've got a survivor area after rounds 12, rounds 14, 15, 16. Then only 12 teams get to the final table. It's like the World Series of Poker. 12 teams at the final table, week 17. All the money goes there, including $50,000 to the champion. I think the Cutline Championship is fantastic as a hybrid best ball championship. But Shawn really thinks it would grow even more if it went best ball. So this is a key year for the Cutline Championship, folks. I'm telling you. Last year we paid out 107%. We can't do that every year. So if we don't sell it out this year, it won't be back, or it'll be back as a best ball through 17 weeks. So there it is. I'm throwing it right out there, Shawn. What do you think?
Well, I think that, if you pay 100%, you could probably do it next year again, just as long as you take a pay cut. There's got to be some sort of trade-off here, and something's got to give.
I told you it was 107%, so I really needed a pay cut. But
yes, what's 7% off? The big stack. What is that? It's next to nothing.
It's next to nothing, but 7% off my salary would be a lot, so I can't do that right now. In fact, my car just broke down. I had to buy a new car, so I can't afford to lose any money.
You're supposed to lie and say 7% isn't really that much. It's not going to cover it. Lie, Poverty stricken. You've been doing this forever. You haven't broken even yet. You've been doing it for the team.
Yeah, this thing did take off for a long time. Now the cut line is just best ball, like you say. Everybody's playing best ball, and they're doing it on their phones and stuff like that. So this is kind of an old granddaddy of the hybrid best balls. And again, we're the only ones that are doing it right now. I think you said what was a fantasy football online championship at one time was humongous, and so we kind of are the stepchild, if you will, of that contest. So it's an interesting format. I mean, you would think in a 10-team format, the running backs are pretty important. Everybody's going to kind of hoard them a little bit, but you can't. In your game, typically wide receivers really are the ones that kind of drive the winners a lot, especially late in the year, because they can have those 30, 40-point games, and you got to have them. And somebody always kind of finds those, those late running backs late in the year to fill the RB2 spot, and they don't even need them for the flex. So, but you still got to get there to survive. And I mean, I'm hoping that these guys give me somebody decent. And is Josh Jacobs going to play this year? Should I draft him? I do not know. I think he will. I mean, it's been pretty quiet since May, but even in Green Bay area, there's no news about it. So I don't know. I think in this format, I might lay off for a little while yet. I think 5th round would be a little bit early for him. But all right, so this is 10 teams, 26 rounds, straight serpentine. no KDS with this even. It's just when the league fills, draft picks come out, and away we go. So let me just make sure I can get this on my Twitter. All right, talk a little bit about your start right here. You got 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and then Love is a running back at 38. Not too bad. Oh, 33. 33, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, at that point when I didn't expect Pickens to make it. He slid past his ADP, and you kind of double team, hope that they something late in the year, and then taking the edge at tight end. So I had to take a running back. I looked at it, I was like, I'm not going to get anybody, but I'm on the clock right now, and Henderson made it to me. To me, it's like a slam dunk. He's kind of a a guy that could have some big games, but he split role. I'm kind of cheating the running back position. Jacobs got a question mark. Scatterbroo's coming off injury. Irving's a good player. Got a little bit of competition there. He's coming off injury. Cleveland, Montgomery. To me, Henderson's a slam dunk value, and I kind of got lucky. And thanks for letting me win 50,000. What's the thing on the 21 movie? I'll take the 33% edge or whatever you're giving me when he's doing the thing on the board with when they're going to Vegas and whatever. So, but I think that for me, when I was picking last round, I was like, Henderson's not going to make it back. But at this point, sometimes you start with a couple of receivers. The receivers I'm going to pick kind of quick. I can get somebody decent here. I probably got to decide what I want to do at quarterback. But I think the foundation probably broke a little better than I thought. I mean, Love is a guy that might need a little bit more time to kind of develop before he comes on. But, that team should move the ball, and, he should be productive. But there's a lot of options in that backfield right now. Anyone? Bueller? You're on mute, or is that me? Oh, yeah, I guess I was on mute and you're not talking to me. Hi, Greg, how are you? I can't hear you. He's really slipping. The coronas are
I am slipping, no doubt. I'm back in the game.
It's like he's had a couple of cocktails over there.
I posted something on Twitter, so I had to take out my microphone here, but then I was on mute when I put it back in. So actually, I'm probably better when I'm on mute. So away we go. But now we want to introduce this Cutline format because, again, this has been a format we've had since about 2012, I believe. And it's on its last legs, but I really think this is a great format. $150. We pay $300 to the league champion. And then 2 teams, like I say, go into the championship round. 3 others go into the wild card tier. They're fighting for positions, and everybody's trying to get to the final table with 12 teams ripping up all the prize money there. So it's like a lottery ticket, to be truthful, at $150. But Joe Burrow, you decided to go in at quarterback early, huh?
I was going to take DJ Moore, and I was like, realistically, I know Burrow's going to be a lot better if he's healthy and he's, could be a top quarterback. Where Moore, there's probably 10 receivers probably close to him. I don't know for sure. So, he was the top one on the board. Like I said, get one good quarterback, and you can kind of sense it out. I would imagine you try to get 3 in this format. I haven't really thought about the structure. We don't have to take kickers and defenses, do we?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, kickers and defense as well.
We still do that stuff?
Absolutely. Kickers are humans too,
No, I like the kickers to being still drafted. It adds variance to the game and the lineups and stuff like that.
Yes.
I think they're important. So I might draft two really, really early, like in the 10th round, just to drive the price here, just to everybody else gets scared that the long guys with the big legs are,
I know what backup quarterback you're taking on this team already.
Do you? You see my projections?
Well, no, I see 2 wide receivers on the same team already. You gotta stack at that point, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't going to take a quarterback, so I probably would have.
No, I know, but he comes way late, so you can jump in on that later on. But that's your.
You might as well rob the guys that got Chase and Higgins that they don't get their quarterback. But like if he makes it back, I'll take him 1, 2. Next 2. I really like the I don't know who's listening to this. I don't care, but I really like where Price goes in the draft. If he made it back to me, it could be hard for me to pass on him. I just think that the first half of the year he's going to have a pretty good opportunity. Harvey, I have projected really, really well. Don't love him, but I think you could handcuff him, the backup running back. But he just did a lot last year, and what's his name gets a little banged up there. Dobbins, he tends to get hurt, and the other guy behind him, Coleman, I believe, is a pretty good handcuff for Harvey, considering where Harvey goes. So we'll see what happens there. I did notice, like, I haven't done, I did one crabby little draft, right? So I haven't really done any drafts. But when I look at like the first 7 rounds, I'm like, there's a lot of players that I wouldn't draft.
You
You know what I
wouldn't
mean?
draft, yeah.
Yeah, like I just think that the flow hasn't kind of settled in
Yeah.
the ADP hasn't really tightened up. Like when you're looking at Jordan Tyson, the new guy,
Yeah.
right? What is he? Unproven, and he goes before DJ Moore. I mean, Moore has been disappointing coming off a year, but he was really awesome when he played with what's his name in Chicago, Fields. And then, going to Buffalo, he should be like a Diggs there. I think that would be a pretty good hookup. But, is this guy, Tyson going to catch 80 balls, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns? I don't think so. But Roma Dunze has a lot of potential. Got the foot injury, So it's interesting when you look at it, and when I kind of force it in the projection, so I get a little different look at it. Doesn't mean I have an advantage, but I just have a different opinion of some of the players, especially the young players.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like DeGills is on Twitter right now. He hasn't been doing any football. He's into baseball like you are. And he's looking at the ADPs and he's like, man, I'm getting that guy at that position. I'm getting that guy at that position because it's lower than he thinks, right? You're kind of coming in this new now after doing baseball and everything and going, man, I see some values here. I wouldn't take this guy, but I see some values here. So I like it. And it's good observation. Hey, let's address Pete. What made we keep to the cut line? Because people like the format yet. I mean, I understand why last year some people stayed off it. There's a lot of other options out there. The cut line is unique, but there's only 3 fab periods, and then it's all best ball for 10 weeks. So I just like the format myself. It's something I kind of started up and really pushed hard at when I was at Stats, and I want to keep it. So this is the make or break year, right? If it doesn't sell out this year, then we move on from it. But if it does, we'll keep it. And 50,000 is what the grand prize is. In baseball, we increased it to 55,000 because we had sold out last year. You guys sell this baby out and go above it, we'll increase the grand prize next year. CJ is against you. He says keep it as. The hybrid's the draw for him. The playoffs, set your lineup. That's where all the money is. You got to make the tough decisions. I get it's tough, but enough people didn't agree with you. I'm sorry.
Well, they the difference is I've been thinking about this for years.
I know you have.
It's been like 4 or 5 years.
No, longer than that. You've been telling me to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just it's a different development of the game, but like I said, you got a great team. Like I still think, like even I talked about baseball, like doing picking in the draft champions, picking the lineup after the week's over and setting it is just like playing the computer, because the computer gets the bigger results. In this case, the owner gets to pick it because it's roto format. So what's more important? It changes the game, but it might be more explosive for you. I know the draft champions is awesome for you anyways, but
yeah,
it does add another layer to it,
We've got 5,200 teams in the draft champions for baseball.
Who did that? Who took Bryce there? And I talked to him.
Oh, yeah, he was talking. I don't know who that team 6 is. I have no names on here.
He heard me. He's on the video. Why did you come on? Let me get this guy one more round.
I don't know. Someone told me to get on. That I was late, so I jumped on right away. All right, I better look at round 1 since I did come in late. I apologize. I don't even know what time my own live stream start, but for some reason I thought it was 10 o'clock. So, all right, Gibbs, Robinson, all the time, right? Those guys are the same. Chase goes 3, Nakua goes 4. That's the way it is all the time. JSN 5, pretty common. St. Brown 6, common. Jonathan Taylor moves up there a little bit. He's been going towards the end of the first round in 12-teamers, early second round. But love it. Team 7 starts with Taylor and Cook. That's a good start. Team 8, he doesn't know what he was doing. He was late for the draft. He's got Lamb and Bowers. Justin Jefferson, he's an interesting one. He's got to have a good quarterback, right? It's probably going to be Kyler Murray. I don't know. You were considering Jefferson or Lamb. What were your thoughts on those 2 guys?
Yeah, no, I think Murray wins it. I mean, they brought him in. What's his name? I mean, you could, when you watched last year, right?
Oh, he was terrible, J.J. McCarthy.
No, but you saw Jefferson interact with him like you couldn't stand him, right?
Yeah.
So how can you not put Murray behind? You know what I mean? It just, at least it's a new look. He was frustrated. Yeah. They didn't connect. They didn't have good chemistry. The offensive line was horrible. They gave up 60 sacks. You put in Murray, he can escape some stuff. He needs to be better throwing the ball downfield like Darnold was 2 years ago, but Yeah, I don't think there's any chance in hell that Murray doesn't start for them.
No, I agree, definitely. But will it be enough to make Jefferson a first-round pick? That's the big question.
And do I have to take CD Dak right here?
No. You don't take him here, I don't think.
Oh, what do you mean? He's next quarterback on the list. I don't got to. I might as well do it. I mean, I built it that way. Might as well go for it.
Then you should lay off Burrow.
No, but I don't mind having both of those. But you pin me in the corner when you told the rest of them that you need to get Prescott. No, I didn't care. It's all right.
Well, I think they knew Lamb Pickens there for sure. But no, you got two good quarterbacks, like you say, if Prescott goes off or if those guys go off. I mean, the key is to get to the championship round, like you say, make these survivors. But then you get to the week 17 where the 50,000's on the line. Lamb, Pickens, and Prescott go off. Just that week alone would make you 50,000, right? Like Burrow can carry you full year. Then they have a big week 17, you win $50,000, right?
Yeah. You think Brian Thomas bounces back, or too many receivers there now?
I think he can bounce back. I mean, you're drafting the talent. That's what you always say, right? You're drafting the talent. Was he hurt last year?
Oh, he was hurt. He had multiple injuries, but he definitely was out of sync, and he wasn't, chemistry or whatever. His catch rate was way off. It was just, it didn't click. But those other guys did well at the end of the year, and the quarterback played better. And
it didn't click, and he looked like he wasn't trying sometimes, but maybe he was hurt. He didn't go across the middle a couple of times where Lawrence would throw it. They were way off, but maybe it was injuries, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like you said, at this case, when you're a best ball thing, Thomas could have a big game. It's not like I have to pick the guy, do the lineup other than the last few weeks where you're forcing me. But by then I might know that if he's any good or not. So
I am forcing you because you have to make that decision when all the money's online. All right. Henry says he's doing, let's see, what do you have here? Oh, he said this one right here. Keep it as is. He wants the pure best ball. He'll play the other sites. So,
listen, he drafts 500 teams a year. So
no, he doesn't. He waits till the last 2 weeks to draft teams. And in fact, but no, I did talk to Henry and many other people who really like the setting your lineup at the end of the season. But you're right. If we want to grow it, maybe that's the best ball is the way to go for those last. Because then you're doing nothing for weeks 11 to 17, just hoping that you make the championship round without doing any work, right?
Well, yeah, it's hard enough. Can you imagine doing one like your main event? You got to make a decision to win that. To win, what is it for overall this year?
For which one?
For the prime time. How much is it this year?
300,000.
And you're 300,000. You got a chance to take down both of them for $1 million, and you got to make a lineup decision, and you lose by half a point. But I would have won if I didn't sit that 30-point guy the last week.
Isn't that the history of fantasy football? Second guessing, lineup decisions.
Yeah, the way you want to draft in fantasy football is to have the least amount of decisions as possible.
I understand. That's why best ball's taken off. Here, listen to Steve. He just drafted 50 teams the last 10 days. He's making lineup decisions.
He drafted 50 in the last 10 days?
Yeah, it's Fantasy Sopranos.
But that means, so if he drafted 50 in the last 10 days, that means he's going to draft 200 in the last 10 days before the start of the season when the big money's on the line.
You're talking to a game operator who loves the man, all right?
So you have feelings? Is that where you were tied up with him before?
No, I wasn't. I came up to my cottage tonight and I had a beer outside and I didn't realize it was a 10 o'clock start. I'm sorry, a 9 o'clock start. So
you probably saw a bear staring you in the eyes. You couldn't move. You were frozen.
We do have a bird feeder outside. That's the pole is just bent like this because a 300-pound bear ate all the sunflower seeds.
Oh man!
And welcome to the north, right? All right.
Yeah.
Steve, there's no breaks. Damn it, no breaks. No breaks.
He's taking a break during the fantasy football draft season.
Hey, you got a wife and kids. You have to do that sometimes. You know that. All right. What are we thinking here? How we got some roster builds. We love to look at the roster builds. Do we have some stacks like yours or not? Let me look here.
Should I take two New England backs, get some security on thing?
No. You're going for the home run here. You're going for the upside on everybody.
I thought I had to get there.
You have to get there first, but you don't need to back up already.
All right. Well, there's two more picks. So I have one guy that I'm definitely in. The wide receivers are kind of kind of like nobody stands out. I'd probably take Wilson if it was there because, I like the way he finished last year. He could win jump balls. Brissett was willing to throw at him. I don't know if the rookie quarterback, but look at this is what I'm talking about. You got Lemon, a rookie. Wandale Robinson was really, really
Oh,
good.
there you just talked, and he went right before you there.
I wanted him. So I'm going to, I have, Harvey rated a lot higher. He caught passes last year and, got some touchdowns. They really didn't use him in the beginning of the year, but he got a lot of, scored even rushing a little bit. So I think this Denver's offense, I'm just going to go with him. Stevenson, like you said. Warren's getting some pretty good press, but I'm just not a fan of Pittsburgh's. I'm going to go with Denver there.
All right. He was pretty good last year. Like you say, he catches passes. He's small, so I don't know. He's got to stay healthy, obviously, but good stuff there. All right. I'm just looking at some of the early picks. Rashee Rice goes 24. Again, these are 10-team drafts. Igbuka goes 28. Malik Neighbors. Actually, Igbuka went 23. Excuse me, 23. Neighbors goes 38. Tep McMillan kind of falls to 46. Watson falls to 47. Both those guys are going to third round and in Fab League draft, so that's good value to both of those guys. So, yeah, interesting stuff here. Quarterbacks obviously moving up more in this format than in Fab League for sure. People are really waiting on quarterbacks here. Team 10 with a double tight end stack there. Saw value in Warren and Kraft. That's interesting. At 51 and 70. Good value for Kraft at 70. There's Ramondre Stevenson. You can't do the double one there.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, you're the runner. If you wait a little bit longer on running back, your fourth guy will be relatively weak. More of a split role. So to me, like Warren still would be in play. I'm one pick away, but the wide receivers, Lemon, I wouldn't take. Wandale Robinson, really good last year. Like Pearsall. To me, Pearsall is a tricky player. I don't think the guy's going to catch 50 passes. Godwin should get catches. Myers is more of the mess in Jacksonville. Reed should be a better player.
Yeah,
Addison, whatever. Can Worthy bounce back? Like Worthy's worth a shot, but Worthy might make it all the way back to my next picks or something. Yep. So you know what? I'm gonna because the way it broke, and I know the running backs are gonna be tricky. I'm gonna take Warren. They said he's looked all right.
Wow.
And just get 4 running backs and.
4 running backs and 3 wide receivers. You feel the value is still there for wide receivers, huh?
Well, I've done enough work, so at least I think that I have an opinion. I don't know how the draft flow goes because I haven't done enough drafts, but I have an opinion. So, and I still at the same time I still have to get some, tight end depth behind Bowers because he gets hurt. So
yeah,
but the tight ends are kind of. There's decent mid-tier ones, but I don't know. It's kind of an interesting layout. How many teams have you sold out for this so far? Are you just early on in this, or?
Yeah, it's early on. I mean, it's on pace like last year, but again, last year we did not sell out. So I don't know. I think we got 20-some finished drafts already, but no, we've got a ways to go for sure. Looking at Team 7, he did a stack there with Mahomes and Rice. Starts out with Taylor and Cook, but it's got Mahomes and Rice as one stack there. Like we said, Sean's got Dak, Lamb, and Pickens. That's a good one. What do we got? Philadelphia. We got Team 10's got Hurts and Devonta Smith. Is a bit of a stack there. I guess you could say May and Stevenson is a little bit there. Team 3 started with Chase and AJ, but didn't get a stack there. Purdy and Mike Evans for Team 3. DJ Moore and Josh Allen for Team 2. So the stacks are much cheaper this year for sure. But yeah, there's some stacks here. Team 4, nothing.
Will there be a lot of player movement in this compared to other events where players will drop, go up like 8 to 10 rounds compared to other,
Yeah, not quite that much, but definitely. You can see even just the quarterbacks, once the quarterback run started, a lot of people jumped in on it. I think we're seeing with the tight ends starting to go now, so they'll go a little quicker. Again, these are only 10 teams, so like if you're not getting a tight end early, there's still plenty of good tight ends out there. You don't have to press. But I think when it gets to the quarterbacks, pretty important in these 10-team formats, to get the quarterback that you can score a lot, especially the wideout if you can stack them.
Yeah, there's I think the quarterback goes about 18 deep. I mean, I could live with someone like right now. So how many are off the board right now? 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 6. Yeah, there's a couple more, but then it get tricky. You think that Indianapolis, they scored, first 10 games last year, scored like 30 points a game, Daniel Jones, but with the Pittman out of there, and will the tight end emerge as, a bigger volume guy, and is Pierce worth $40 million? I mean, that's kind of crazy.
That's kind of crazy. But he was a big, I don't know. How many catches do you think he's going to get this year? I mean, obviously he's a big play guy, right?
Yeah, I gave him 70, but and that was just lack of the third option. But it's kind of, I mean, I think he can beat guys open. It's just they got to give him that easy early pattern stuff to get build his catches up. So
All right, Henry. Yeah, he's doing a lot of drafts the last 2 weeks. That's what he loves to do. He's won this before. James, we will see you in Las Vegas. I know you're doing some $350 online championship lives at Caesar's Palace. Again, there's a couple spots left in those. Those are a lot of fun for sure. Steve, yeah, you got the fab. That's a grind, all right. But hey, it's a labor of love, right? We love it.
You can do 7 fantasy football waiver wire teams compared to 1. I can do like 7 an hour.
Baseball.
Maybe. Yeah, 7 to 1. The 7-to-1 ratio for me.
I agree, Henry. What do you think, Shawn? The NFL is so damn greedy. We got New Year's Eve, or we got Thanksgiving Eve, we got Christmas Eve games. We've got a Wednesday night opener in Las Vegas, for crying out loud. Just a reminder, we've got a Tuesday fab before week 1 because the Wednesday night game is screwing us up there. So everybody, Tuesday night fab, September 8th. What do you think of all that? Greed, greed, greed.
Well, I would say that all these people in this draft, if there's a football game on, they're going to be watching it if possible.
I know. Of course, we have to, right? But Thanksgiving Eve, what do we have to have that for? I don't get it. But
all right. Last year, what did you do the Thanksgiving Eve? What was the big thing you're missing out if you know?
Well, we did have nothing other than that's fab that night. So people have to watch the game and then maybe adjust their fab if there's any injury or anything like that. We do have the Turkey Day Bowl, which is a good one, so that's not going to change because we still have those 3 games. But I don't know. It's a travel day. It's one of the biggest travel days of the year.
Yeah. I was wondering if the next team did. Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to take Worthy of stacking it. So I was like, yeah, I probably should take him there if he made it just based on his upside. So now
you liked Worthy.
Most likely should take a tight end. So who second tight end? Kittle coming off an injury. Kelsey married, got 3 kids, losing a step. Mahomes skimping around. Dallas Goddard's 11 touchdowns. Isaiah Likely in the Giants. Gadsden, can Kincaid stay healthy? Which one? Oh, forget about it. I see it. I can skip. Sorry, I'm taking another position. Sorry.
I was going to give you my opinion. Team 8's going to have to take a tight end, or Team 9's going to have to take a tight end here pretty soon.
Yeah, there's a couple of them there. So Jacoby Myers, Addison. I got 12 seconds to make this pick. Yeah. Why not? I'll just take the big play receiver. Addison, it's a little cloudier at the, with the receiver that came from San Francisco, but why not? He can still hit on some bombs and give some big games, which works better in the best ball than when you have to set the lineup. So, but I was under pressure. I was going to take a tight end, but I was like, oh, there's more there than I thought. So.
Yeah, there are a lot of nice tight ends there, like you say. Likely goes there. Oh, Dobbs and Golden, no longer teammates, but I like it.
All right. So here, I'm going to take Ferguson because it's more of like the Dallas thing. So if he gets somebody else a touchdown, I will get something out of it. But
I like the Kittle pick. That's what I was going to say. Was Kittle is the one I would have taken there.
Yeah, I mean he's probably better and he probably but he didn't have the injury. But I knew that once I saw Ferguson, I have the quarterback, and I would just add another piece to it, and at least some weeks maybe get something out of it. But Kincaid should be better, but I don't know, just gets banged up and hasn't lived up to expectations after his first year.
Yeah, he was good the first couple of years.
So what was the other question I was going to ask you? I forgot about it. What was it? So last year you were in, end of April, early May, you were in love with this Golden guy.
Yeah.
So a year later, have your feelings changed?
No.
Is he going to be on the Thanksgiving Eve? Is he going to be at your house this year?
Yeah, he's going to be good this year. He was open last year. He was a good wide receiver. I don't know. Love didn't throw to him. They had 6 wide receivers coming and going. You saw what happened in the Chicago playoff game. He made a hell of a play, scored a touchdown. I think he's going to be really good this year. There's been good talk out of camp that he's really looking good, and Love is trusting him. Honestly, you look at the all-22 tape, he was open an awful lot last year. I don't know what the hell Love was seeing, but he was always going to somebody else. He's going to have a good year. Big year.
Huge year. Yeah.
No, I really think so. I think he's going to be really good this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's what there. Christian Watson. Good player. He tends to get hurt. Yep. Reed was unfortunate. I just still think he's the best guy to get on that team. But
Oh, Reed?
Yeah, he just kind of like he can get a few rushes and can have some big games and do whatever. And I think he can stay healthy. But obviously by your comments there, you don't like him.
I do think so. People have asked me. I think Reed could lead the team in receptions. I think that Watson could lead the team in receiving yards and maybe even touchdowns. And I think Golden could be a 75 reception guy, 900 yards, handful of TDs. I think those 3 guys, and then Kraft, if he starts week 1, I mean, that guy is going to be a big focus too. So those 4 guys are going to be more of a focus of this offense than they were last year. But
so here's the tough question. Since you don't play fantasy, in these kind of leagues anymore, right? Does anybody respect your football opinion outside of Green Bay?
No, I don't think so anymore. I mean, I used to be a content guy for 20 years, and I'm not a content guy. I mean, certainly I don't watch baseball like I used to. I certainly watch football like always, but no, don't listen to me. I'm not a content guy. I'm just trying to fill leagues up. That's all I'm doing. And that being said, our Legacy League, I believe, is full. I think we might have got a 12th team today.
The Legacy, which is a
$100,000 entry fee league.
Did you get
No.
From Indiana? No,
not a lot that I know. And Ian's getting the 12th one here, but yeah, folks, I think we're going to have that baby full. So then we're going to start really talking to everybody, finalizing the rules. It's their league. I mean, at that price point, we want to make sure we've got a league that everybody feels comfortable with. But yeah, that's could get some national attention, folks. I'm telling you, that's going to be covered by mainstream media, I think.
Hey, I don't know if you saw that. I sent you that email to early thing. I added that fantasy points gain score for the
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
It could look a little bit different and look better, I think, but it kind of I was able to do that. I did that all by myself.
I like that. I told you that's what I'm looking for, is a box score where I can just go down and look at the box scores like all before. But yeah, you put fantasy points in there, and that adds to what you're doing right now.
Yeah, no.
Sell that to somebody.
Yeah, sell it to what's his name there? The Sports Hub guys.
We used to own the Sport Radar and Stats Inc. I used to work with. All right, I'm looking at what do we see in here? Team 9's just got the 1 quarterback. Team 1's just got the 1 quarterback. Everybody else, Team 5's got 3 of them there. Everybody else has got 2, it looks like. Interesting. Quarterbacks are deep this year.
This is interesting.
He's got Jefferson, Team 9. He can certainly hook up whatever quarterback's there. Love. Look at the Packers going round 11 and 12. Reed, Golden, former Packer, Dobbs, Love. That's where you're getting the Packers, round 10 and 11, baby. 11 and 12, excuse me.
The best Packers still on the board.
Best Packers still on the board? Marshawn Lloyd? Marshawn Lloyd?
No, Willis.
He's a former Packer.
Yeah, I know, but he's still the best Packer on the board.
I'm all in on Marshawn Lloyd, I'm telling you. What do you think?
Hasn't he been on the team for 2 years?
He has. He's played one game.
How many yards has he had?
He's played 1 game.
Oh,
yeah, we're definitely going to live stream it. I believe Veasan is going to. We're going to live stream it ourselves, and then we'll see. Maybe others want to live stream it as well. But yeah, we got a really good production set up for that. I'll be out there, and we'll be announcing it. The picks at the Circus Swim. It's going to be on the 143-foot screen for the first couple rounds, and then stay on the screen as part of it. But yeah, it's going to be good stuff, man. It's going to be good.
Are they running the board, the picks up to the board?
We're going to run the picks up to the board. Yep, someone's going to announce it. Hopefully a celebrity that we're talking with. So yeah, it's going to be good stuff.
You think there'll be, if there's two partners that have on the same team, there's going to be any conflict and screaming, no, I want the other guy.
I think there's going to be some teams with 4 partners in the cabanas at the Circus Swim. So I'm hopeful that everybody comes live. So far, it sounds like most teams are coming live. So.
All right, here's Mark Andrews got another year left in him. Paid him $30 million last year. Stunk last year. Got a different offensive coordinator. They got rid of all the other tight ends. Gadsden from Chargers is all right, but Andrews at least scored touchdowns. What do you think there?
I don't think you need a tight end right here.
All right, thanks for your time.
I would have taken Kittle. I would have taken Kittle in round 11. That's what I.
No, I probably don't need the tight end, but I wanted to get 3, and I'd rather have a guy that could score touchdowns. And to me, like the receivers are kind of nobody stood out, and I'm picking again.
All right.
And somebody took the Dallas kicker, so I don't even have to worry about that.
Oh yeah. See, kickers, they go fast in all drafts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 2 defenses went before the Cowboys kicker. That's interesting. Texans and Rams. Texans are going to be good, man. They're going to be tough.
They are?
Their defense is going to be very tough. You can't argue with that.
I do have to take a wide receiver, man.
You're going to need some wide receivers here. This is best ball. You need more than 4 for crying out loud.
Wow.
If you're watching at home, I don't think you should be doing what Sean's doing tonight.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I should take another quarterback.
No, go for a wide receiver here, would you?
Ah, man, that is ugly. I mean, I guess I got to take the guy that's got size, and he was okay last year, so I don't like the thing. But
yeah.
Nah, look at you. The excitement is overwhelming.
Yeah. I think you better do another one of these. I better get you on a Gladiator next time, I think, instead. This is a little bit above your pay grade.
Yeah, that's the best team draft, right?
Yeah, best team. You named it. Best team championship.
Yeah.
I did one with Fish and Eric Albright a couple weeks ago. Next Thursday, I got an online championship live stream. I'm positive it's at 10 p.m. Eastern time with NFFC Hall of Famer Billy Wazowski. So I'll be back up on my cottage here doing it then. So hopefully
so at this point of your life, you have separate houses from your wife?
She is at my home in Iola. She's coming up tomorrow, though.
So you need supplies. Is that what you're telling me? She's running them up to you?
She's got the dog. She's taking care of the dog right now. So, yeah. At our age, it's okay to have separate homes,
Has she ever seen any of your live streams ever?
Never. No, she doesn't know what I do for a living yet. I've told you that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, the receivers are Shaheed, big play guy.
Oh, boy.
I don't know. There's just, it is kind of funky there. I won't be taking Ayuk. What do you think? That guy will ever play an NFL game?
I don't think so. I'd stay away from him. What do you think about Diggs? Where's he going to sign? You passed on him.
I don't know. I guess at this point, he goes to Washington because they were wanting. I don't know. I haven't followed it close enough where, he should be okay, actually.
Yeah, I would think so, too.
But, he's unsigned, whatever.
That's when you get a guy like that.
So you're telling me that Cardi B just followed the Patriots last year because she wanted to have a kid with him, and then that's it's over. Let's we'll get another football team or something.
Heck yeah, she's dating some other guys right now. Absolutely.
So did you say some other guys?
I think so. I think so. I just saw her on Instagram at some party or whatever, but she with other guys. Yeah, they come and go. They come and go in her life.
Yeah, I guess. The wide receiver, now we have to kind of hit on those guys that could get a lot better opportunity.
That's why Diggs would be good for you.
The Isaac Tesla guy or whatever is pretty good for Detroit. At least you think he can score touchdowns, and he should get a few more catches. But
yeah, that's all he did was score touchdowns last year.
Yeah, Tucker nobody else there should be okay. Reports on Cooper have been pretty good. Williams kind of a slot guy. Jennings can have some games. Maybe I should just take another Dallas guy.
Yeah.
Flower night, just in case, right?
Cooper looked good last year at Indiana. He'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I just took him in an auction league, so just saying.
So I'm gonna star him. Can
Okay,
you see my cue if I put it up there?
I can't. No, you've talked about every guy that you've picked anyway, so it doesn't matter. But no, we're not showing your draft room.
Oh wow! I guess I know.
Jay says he loves those liquored up kickers. Who wasn't that Indian Vanderjack? Wasn't that the liquored up kicker that Paint Man he called out? Right? He's
Yeah.
He's not draftable now.
Yeah, I guess I probably should look at those. When do those guys go get drafted?
You need a couple of those. Yeah.
I got plenty of rounds.
That's what Jay was talking about was Vanderjack. Yeah. See.
Cam Ward, what do you think? Is he going to make it as a starting quarterback in the NFL? Or
he was just on Netflix's Quarterback. Did you watch that at all? He was one of the featured quarterbacks.
James Roday told me that Netflix is where movies go to die. Is that where quarterbacks go to die as well?
I think that is a jinx. It's like the SI jinx now that there's no magazines anymore. Hey, guess what happened to James?
What happened?
He just had back surgery. I talked to him today. Yeah, he's 50 years old and he's had back surgery.
He just has to hold a script. Like how hard
I know
is that?
he's not in any action films with Arnold or anything. I mean, what the hell?
Maybe that Dukes of Hazzard movie, kind of did him in, with Daisy, kind of wrecked him.
Was he in that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was just doing psych. That was it.
He's got that funky looking like beard that he had, and he had the hat. Well, yeah, he was.
Sure, that's where he got hurt. Probably. There you go.
He was duking it.
He was duking it with Daisy. Got a back injury. Now he's coming off back surgery, and he's going to do a video with me on Monday.
All right.
For the Sack Cancer Leagues, we're still going to have Sack Cancer Leagues, but they're going to be live in Las Vegas, and they're going to be the online championship this year. I got to get that news out there, but
they're not going to be main events. They're downgraded to online.
They are, because those guys are going to all be at Draft Nation at Circa on August 21st and 22nd, so they want to do them there live. So we're going to try to raise money for V Foundation there. So, yep, I will announce that as soon as we get these last videos. Fabs just did his. Kenyon Sadiq, I bet he wishes he didn't land in the Jets.
I think the Jets did pretty good in the draft this year.
They did well in draft. Yeah, I agree.
The only thing they did bad was sign a quarterback that wasn't really good.
Right. That's the problem. I mean, you need one of those, don't you? I mean, Geno was terrible last year. Maybe he won't be that bad, but yeah. I mean, like Breece Hall, I got him in an auction. Where is Breece Hall going in this one here? Where'd he go?
I'm mad at him.
Pick 40. Why? Because he disappointed you?
Yeah, just the team doesn't score and whatever, and
know.
They got the two other backs. They'll snipe some touchdowns, and it's just I don't know. I mean, I think somebody did a video and they said like he's going to be a great value, or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. And he still he was a little nicked up, but he is, when he gets into space and catches the ball, he can do a lot of good things. But
damn right,
he hasn't been that special player. But is the guy? Is Kenneth Walker going to be Priest Holmes? Remember that?
He's not going to be Priest Holmes, that's for sure.
When Kansas City signed Priest Holmes, and he was just awesome.
He was awesome. He definitely was the number one pick for at least a year, right?
I guess I should have took Coleman and let the guy take my handcuff for my running back.
I know you don't need to You don't need to handcuff. You're going all out here.
I'm taking Trey Tucker as like whatever,
Well, that's not a bad pick.
No, I know. I was just like, he can have same thing, a big play guy, nobody else there. But and he might be, if Cousins plays or the other quarterback, might get a few more bigger games. So I don't know.
You didn't need to handcuff Harvey at that point. I don't think. I think you need another wide receiver. Now you got 6.
What do I need? What do I need? Like 10 wide receivers, 3 kickers, 3 defense.
26.
I haven't done the math.
3 kickers, 3 defense, 3 tight ends, 3 quarterbacks, right? What's that? 12?
Yeah.
Then get tight end or wide receivers, and that gives you 14 left for running backs and wide receivers. So no, I don't think you can get 10.
All right. 6 receivers. I mean, 6 running backs. Oh, we have some of these people that have won the championship. They could give us some advice to help us
Yeah.
down. Yeah, you think they would be on the message board giving advice, trying to help them?
That nobody does that anymore on the message boards.
A butt kicker?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is the Kansas City kicker there?
Yeah. We don't use their names anymore though, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah.
He did.
What do you think? That was a good move to go to team kicker, don't you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's really helpful in the playoffs. You don't have to, like, do I get to carry 2 kickers because my kicker might get hurt? Yeah. And I do think that team quarterbacks in that the team best team draft would be good too. That would be an improvement in the game.
It's a possibility, but shit happens when your quarterback gets hurt. That's why you get 2 good quarterbacks. Where do you get the quarterback?
No,
so why you're always trying to change my games. That's your problem.
The problem, I give you these things and you can't remember when you get offline. Like, oh, what did he say? I can't remember.
I remember. I just ignore it a lot of times.
So you're staying for the whole draft in this because you've got nothing else to do, right?
Well, I'd rather not. But
what's the curfew in the wilderness?
10 o'clock.
Well, we're just starting the draft, and you said you'd do an hour, so you're good till at least 11.
All right, I'll stay for a little bit longer. That's fine. It's hard to see the picks, so that's why then it's just listening to us when the picks get so small here.
They get small. Well, these players look the same size. Well, look, you should be talking these players up. Well, all right. Antonio Williams in Washington. What's your take on him?
Little slot receiver, could get a lot of catches, but obviously Daniels needs to stay healthy for anybody to do well, right? Debo's not there.
Yeah, but he should be a good fit. I think Daniels makes the players better. The receiver player. He's got that it factor. You just got to stay on the field. So yeah,
he was on Netflix quarterback too, just so you know. Could be a jinx.
Oh no.
Yeah, he got hurt 3 different times last year.
All right, the Stribling guy for San Francisco, is he going to do anything this year?
I don't think fantasy wise he will. He's a big wide receiver, good blocker and stuff like that. He was really good at Ole Miss, but possibility. But I think he'll struggle among the rookies. I don't think he'll put up fantasy numbers like some of the other rookies.
Trey Harris.
Cooper. I like Cooper. I do like Cooper.
Did I get him?
Yeah, you did get him.
I did?
You're loading up on Cooper.
Did I get auto drafted from you?
No, I didn't do anything.
So
get off auto draft. Yeah, you got Omar Cooper.
You think Trey Harris can make a big step forward this year?
Little improvement. I'm not all in on.
I think that he deserves a better opportunity this year. They tried to get him going last year, but he just it did too many people. The offensive line was brutal. Did you see how many people they added for offensive line this year?
No.
They hope those 2 good guys stay healthy, but they kind of get nicked up. But that if they solve their offensive line, Hampton's been going up, flying up the wards, right?
Well, that's because I think both tackles are healthy, right? And both of them are all pro tackles. They just got beat up so bad on the offensive line. So, what's his name? Head coach Harbaugh wants to run the ball. But with McDaniel there, I think they're going to pass a little bit more. But yeah, Hampton's been going 10, 11, 12 in most of the drafts. He went 12 here tonight.
Yeah. I think 2 years ago, the Chargers were last in the NFL in catches, receiving yards, and probably targets for running backs. And last year they got up to 60-something, and Hampton kind of looked like he might, if he played the whole year, maybe he would end up with 60.
Yeah.
But, I don't think it's going to be a situation where, the Miami running back, A-Chain, had a lot of action catching the ball. It's going to be like that because they have better overall receiving arms than Miami did. They only had really Hill, Waddle, and, 3 players, and one of those guys was hurt last year. So they can spread it around. But, that second half of the year, Herbert looked really bad, and it was more of like the offensive line probably. But
yeah, definitely. He was under pressure all the time at the end of the season there. It was terrible. But yeah, I think McDaniel being there is going to change things an awful lot. I mean, I know Harbaugh wants to run, but McDaniel's creative. So Be very interesting offense this year. All right, there's Emmett Johnson, another rookie. A lot of rookies going off here last couple rounds. All right, I'll scroll up a little bit here so we can watch a couple more rounds. Then we're going to call it a night. That's my fault for starting late. I'm sorry.
I guess I should take a kicker because they took a couple. See, there's no way the Seattle guy ever repeats, but you know what? It's not like you're gonna take one and get one, take one. Whatever.
Get in the game. You need a defense too yet.
Oh, I got to take defense too. Did they go a 170?
Remember when we did 14-team draft champions, and then once the defense went, man, it just was like a solid line, and then the kicker would go and it'd be just like a solid line. The 14-team draft champions is still one of the best contests out there.
Yeah, because that when that happens, everybody's like, "Let's just get this over with."
I know, right?
There'll be 3 teams that might try to squeeze past it and take something else and get the leftovers. But most of them we'll just waste these next 2.5 rounds, 3 rounds, and take them all. But
Yep.
Yeah, those were the good old days.
There was the 14-team kickoff gridiron is still a draft champions with 14 teams, but yeah, I almost wish I would have kept the 14-team draft champions because that was a fun format. And like I say, once a defense went, it just went solid row of defenses, and then kickers would follow and be a solid row of kickers. Everybody had to get one. It was good format. 14-teamer. Was I stupid in 2004 when I did 14 teams, or should I just have copied WCOFF and competed against them?
I think it was okay to be a little bit different, you know what I mean? Because you were trying to be, kind of getting the thing. But the mistake that you made was when they weren't coming back, you should have matched their rules. You should have. You let those bastards on the other side of the street steal their contest.
I know
you didn't let them, but
no. They, because I already had a 12-teamer before they went under, and it wasn't mocking their rules. And I'm sorry, I don't like that league playoff system and such. I understand the rules, but I hate that. I'm sorry. I like our format for league playoffs better than theirs. And
well, the World Championship Fantasy Football did have 5 weeks to win the big money. You remember that? It was 12 weeks that you played 12 weeks, one team every thing, and then there was 5 weeks. So for you to win the overall, it was a long run. You had to have a good stretch there. And it was a kind of an equalizer because if somebody scores 200 points in the first week, that can be washed out in 2 or 3 weeks later, and it kind of kept it open. Little trick, a hard run with no waiver wire, though.
Yeah, for sure. But I didn't like the league playoffs. They did the league playoffs the same way, right?
I don't think they had to deal with the bye weeks as much.
Yeah, probably not. That's the big difference now. Is I don't know how you can have all the money in the league on the line and have bye weeks in 13 and 14. I mean,
yeah,
that's difficult. But whatever. But okay, yeah, our 12-teamers continue to grow. I'm happy, but man, you look back at World Championship Fantasy Football, if they hadn't screwed up, how big would they be right now, right?
Well, I think that the thing is that were you at South Point or were you?
Yeah, for sure. No, I was out there. Yeah.
So when we walked in that room, you were with somebody else. You drafted with somebody else there, with Tom, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Tom. Me and Tom were there. Yeah.
You walked into the room, the 75 drafts and all that stuff going on. They had the stadium seating for the high stuff. I mean, that's the event is missing.
Yeah.
People would do that. They're trying to get this draft championship for 2000. Get the big event back. Come on, let's do it. There was some really fun years there.
It was, but nobody was drafting online. Everybody came out there. Honestly, where they made the mistake was that was the year where 72 leagues were there, right, in one room. And they didn't have a Friday night, which allowed somebody to come in on a Friday night, right, and take that. And they wanted to keep that one. But then they went into like Fan Fest, kick field goals and all that kind of stuff. And that was just a money drain, and it was just a diversion on what people were there to do. It was just
those events at the MG Park were good too. That I liked the football field, and then they had like the Fantasy Factor and the Draft Zone trying to do it. And they were, if they had got to FanDuel and DraftKings a couple years later, you can imagine where they would have been connected to, because they might have got in front of like Roto Grinders as far as content and stuff like that.
Fantasy factor. Come on, now you're bringing in some old guards here that are no longer in the industry.
Really? That sounds like the ultimate fantasy league.
And we're both old enough to know exactly who we're talking about there. Yeah. There's goes Antonio Williams. See, you brought him to life here. All right, we got a couple of kickers going off the board here now. A couple of defenses going off the board. This is 26 rounds. We're in round 19 right now. Again, this is the NFFC Cutline Championship, $150 entry fee. We just pay one in the league, $300 of first place, because this is really a lottery. Get into the championship round, $50,000 grand prize, be one of 12 people at the final table. James Rode Rodriguez has been at the final table twice and has not won the big grand prize, but he was in the final when we had a $100,000 grand prize for this contest. I'd love to grow this contest back up. Let's sell it out, get a little bit bigger. I'll go back up to 100,000 again. I love this format for 100.
Just change it to the FFOC and put it at $1 million. Put some risk out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that risk lasted them 2 years. That's how long it lasted. 2 years.
Who won the $1 million? Did Chad win it one year?
The very first year when it was $1 million, they had Jerry Rice there with a stack of $100 bills, and they had the 12 people out at the Bellagio, right?
Yeah.
Shane Schroeder finished first, and Chad Schroeder finished second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Shane Schroeder played for a couple of years and then took the money and run, I think. I don't think I've ever seen him back in the industry.
So he's the most profitable fantasy.
Probably. I mean, 150 entry fee it was. I don't know how many teams he had, but yeah, $1 million prize. Took her and laughed.
Isaiah Pacheco going to be Montgomery this year?
He'll be that role, but that's about.
We're just taking scrubs.
What are you doing here?
What happened? What did I get
You just asked about a different running back, and then you took this guy.
Well, I was trying to get the other guy to take him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, good strategy.
He's probably not even listening. I don't even know who the names are.
I'm
not paying attention. No, I was just one a piece of Washington. He might be better than the Merritt guy cross game.
Bill. He's called Bill.
Bill? Oh, they call him Bill?
Yeah, they call him Bill.
Does he pay the bills?
Where you been? There's Trey Harris right there.
Should he take a kicker?
Pacheco, Harris. You just talked about those guys.
Let's see here. Well, 219. Recalculating. Well, who will make it back? Gold's plugging in. Man, those defenses stink. Oh, those are kickers.
Why did I have you on this as a guest? I can't believe it. You got 25 seconds.
Well, it's bye week, so I got 7 bye weeks. I don't want the things. I'm safe on the thing, but Dallas stinks. I actually think the Raiders are going to be all right, so I'm going to take them as a third defense. But
really,
yeah, they were pretty.
Make a pick. You're going to get auto picked here.
What?
You're going to get auto picked.
Greg, I'm panicking. I'm going to get autoed. Oh, New York Giants. I want the Giants. You
just got auto picked. Golly, you know.
I didn't get autoed.
But Giants D. All right. I like that. That's not bad. It wasn't worth 60 seconds, but that's okay.
When you're not prepared. You know, I haven't really. I mean, I've done research on the defense, but not really who I really want as fantasy defenses.
I mean, you kind of have to give up on your baseball teams because they're not doing so well, right? So you should be in football mode right now.
I think that you need to check. I probably get the most injuries out of anybody in fantasy baseball. It's crazy.
I can't help that. I can't help it.
I had him in the AL auction. I was right there. Probably had a chance to win it. I lost Teal this week. Didn't help all year. And then Rochman got hurt. So I had 2 advantage catchers for the last 2 months. You know, one of them might be back, but I still would be alive. And then just the number of injuries are just crazy. But,
oh boy. Yeah, the Teal injury is tough. I mean, think of where he was going early in the drafting season before he got hurt in the World Championship, right? Then he comes back, and he's actually hitting the ball pretty well. Not for power, but hitting the ball, and then he gets hurt again. Did I tell you I was at the Brewers game on Monday with Rick Wolf and Tom and Peter Schenke?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the Miz pitched that day. And
he's all done for the year.
Well, yeah, they're worried about his arm, but he was throwing 104 that night. And Peralta was throwing 93. It was like he was throwing changeups compared to Miz. I mean, that difference from 104 to 93 is something else.
Yeah, you think you can hit an 84-mile-an-hour changeup?
No.
I should have taken that guy.
Charbonneau?
No.
Bryce Young?
I let that guy hustle me. I'm not telling him because next time.
Oh, okay.
I got to get in it. That
right.
was my pick. You baited me into the defense.
All right, you got a chance to win this one or not, you think, with this team? I'm looking at some other games here. Huh?
I need some running backs. No, I just need one more running back, but I guess I could take a handcuff. I don't know. There isn't much out there. I'll tell you, I should have taken Singleton on the last one. I was going to do it. I'm like, his ADP was 219. He might make it back. I'm at 208. That's a rookie performance making those kind of decisions.
Yeah, it is. That's right. You should have jumped him. Especially when you didn't know who to take as a defense now. So
yeah, because it was just a clear cut. Like he was
Marshawn Lloyd. You should have taken Marshawn Lloyd. He went 200th pick. I'm telling you, they don't have anybody else other than Jacobs there. Who else plays there if Jacobs gets suspended?
Well, I don't know.
Who?
I mean, I'll take the guy that's
Chris Brooks is the only guy they have there.
Nah, they'll get somebody. They'll get cut. They'll bring somebody in.
They could. But if Lloyd stays healthy.
Should I short it by Green Bay players? Let's see. Well, what is Green Bay running backs at? Oh, let's see here. Green Bay.
Chris Brooks. That's all they've got left.
They got Pierre Strong. Martinez. And then we go, if we don't get them, we can take placeholder 1, 2, or 3.
No, Marshawn Lloyd is what you should have done there. I'm telling you. I think he's going to, he went to UW-Madison just like Watson did last year because they wanted to identify why he had these soft tissue issues, and they figured it out. Did Watson stay healthy last year? Yes, he did.
They figured it out? He's take the blue pill so he's not soft anymore?
No, they figured out that, like Marshawn Lloyd, he had a knee injury, and so the other leg wasn't as strong as his good leg. That happens. That happened with Watson, too. So they concentrated on, getting both legs same strength.
Is Parsons going to be healthy?
Nobody's listening to me about that, though.
Is anybody? How many people are on watching this? They're like, what are they talking about? Baseball and soft tissue issues.
158.
158?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
love that we're talking about soft tissue issues.
All right, we got.
All right. Anybody in the chat think that Shawn has a good team, or can we write him off? This is like a 9-team league here. You can take a look. Lamb, Bowers, Pickens, Love, Jeremiah Love, Travion Henderson, Burrow, Brian Thomas, Dak Prescott, R.J. Harvey, Jalen Warren, Jordan Addison, and then Scrubs after that. Anybody? Go ahead. Put her in the chat. I'll put her on there. If you think it's a terrible team, I'll post it. If you think it's good, I won't tell them. All right.
You got it on mute. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna.
I got it on mute.
So, I got 29 seconds. Backup running back. He stinks.
Oh, you got 3 defenses already.
The kickers I don't worry about. The defenses I probably have better. Whatever. Right. You know what? I'm gonna go off the board here. I have Warren, so I'll just maybe if Warren had a problem.
I like that pick. I had him last year. Boy, what a bust he was right from the get-go. No, it was like in training camp he couldn't pass protect, and then they just demoted him. Then he fumbled like a kickoff. Didn't he fumble a kickoff in week 2 or something like that? Oh God, he was terrible. I think
that he's going to get cut and be the starting running back for the Green Bay Packers.
Shit, we'd take him, I guess, but nah. Marshawn Lloyd's our man.
Do I have to take 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah, you should, I would say.
Is there any left? So what do I got? 2 more kickers and a quarterback, and then I probably should have more yellow stickers. I guess they have about the same.
Oh,
yeah.
CJ just said that now that you got Caleb, you're going to win the championship.
Because nobody else will have them. That's what I tried to do last year in that best ball thing, draft thing, is take Benson and Judkins where nobody was drafting them. That worked out great.
You took them? You didn't take them though, right?
I took them one of them.
Yeah.
But I took Benson. That was going way outside the that range of click, and Benson would have been all right. Gets his chance and he can throw it right away. I was like, thank you.
Not only that, he was the one who dropped the fumble right before the goal line.
But you think about that, right? Benson is if Connor plays, right? Benson's the fourth thing. The Packers, like if he went to Green Bay and Jacobs didn't play, you'd be ecstatic over that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marshawn Lloyd or whatever, or Benson, who you taking?
Marshawn Lloyd.
Man, I thought you stopped drinking.
I'm on that train.
I know.
Oh, that wasn't him. That was DeMarcado. That's right. Remember when he dropped that ball right before the goal line?
Yeah. But I actually think he dropped it, but the end of it actually hit the end zone, but they didn't give it to him. The tip of it.
That was like the turning point game for the Cardinals. They were bad already, but that was a game they blew that lead at the end. Then, yeah, they should have won that game 6 times over.
Yeah, I don't know why they. How hard is it just to carry the football into the end zone? Why not an extra 6 inches or 3 inches or whatever?
Guys are dumb.
But I guess if he drops it just short of it, he gets better promotion. That's gonna be seen everywhere, right?
Yeah, it was seen everywhere. That's for sure. But yeah, I don't get that either. Like, take it all the way and spike it down then or something. Don't just drop it behind you. What is that all about?
4 more. You might make it to the end here.
Yeah, I have no wife or dog here, so I guess I'll stay with you.
All right.
You got any wife or dog set or not?
Does your jet ski have a light on it?
No, it doesn't.
Or your wave runner, whatever it is.
It's a wave runner. Runner.
You could bring a flashlight, right?
Yeah. I had some old college buddies up here 2 weeks ago. Hadn't seen for 20 years, so I told them I'd take on the lake because we have the chain of lakes here. We were on the lakes for 5.5 hours, just going lake to lake to lake.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever?
We only hit like 14 or 15 lakes too. We didn't even hit all 28.
You have one extra Corona and you don't remember which lake you're at?
I almost got lost once, I can tell you that. But yeah, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of being on a chain. You can just go forever.
All right. Is there a lot of bugs up there?
No, not too bad. The bad thing was the smoke. You probably had it there too, right? The Canadian smoke last week.
I was in San Francisco.
Oh, that's right.
I missed out on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should be talking about the draft anyways. But yeah, we had Canadian smoke big time in Wisconsin. The worst ever, actually. I can never remember it being that bad. It was so bad. All right. Caleb Johnson, I like that one. Keatron Allen, I'll have to see about that one. Keon Coleman goes in round 23. Debo, where's Debo going to play? Round 23. Maybe he goes back to San Francisco. That'd be interesting.
He might go to Green Bay.
Nah, I don't think
so.
Should
I take Mendoza, Brissett, Rodgers?
I'd say Brissett.
You think he's going to keep it?
I don't know if he's.
Yeah, you're probably right. You get something out of him.
Mendoza's the upside late in the year, maybe.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, good call there. That's the difference,
Could be a difference maker for you.
Give you a couple weeks.
If week 17, you decide to start him over Prescott and Burrow, that would be huge.
Hey, those other two could get hurt. I might have to.
It could. All right, you got 3 quarterbacks, 3 defenses, 1 kicker yet. What do we got? 2. You got 6 and 6 on the wide receivers, right?
Yeah, the New England kicker's pretty good. Was pretty good last year.
You're pretty good.
The Baltimore kicker.
Yeah, you got 6 running backs, 6 wide receivers, 3 quarterbacks.
I'm going to take 2 kickers and a wide receiver.
Yep, that's what you need, I think.
So, yeah.
It came together for you.
I was like the Tampa Bay kicker was pretty good. Denver, Lutz. Yeah. The Cincinnati kicker's been disappointing. You thought he would be kind of massive.
Right. Oh, guy took New England right in front of you.
I was sure he's hearing me. I'll just take the Cincinnati one.
Yeah, I think I would too.
I got Burrow.
Back him up with Burrow. Yep.
Yeah, if Burrow has a bad game, maybe the kicker will have a good game.
Yeah.
It's a new philosophy. Bet against your quarterback.
If you bet against your quarterback, that's not going to be a good week, I don't think, but that's okay. They settled for some field goals. I
finessed my second kicker.
All right, so this is 10 teams, 26 rounds. Look, we're going to be done in an hour and a half. For $150, we got these every single night. at 9 p.m. Eastern. I should have known it was 9 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, jump on in. We got 4-hour, 2-hour, and 1-hour cut lines as well.
Can you just put another one up? We'll do it another one tonight. All nighter.
Talk to Jeff. I'm going to bed.
And when does he get to punch out?
2 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he miss my fantasy league? Are they still operational?
I would think so, but I don't know. Maybe he misses my fantasy league after hanging out with us in Vegas and stuff. Maybe he doesn't like us. I don't know.
That's like drafting with analog or managing teams with analog or something, dial-up internet or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say anything about our.
Oh, no comment. Oh, I'm not affiliated with anything, so I can.
Yeah, you can, but I can't.
All right.
No. I think he's happy with us. He likes baseball and football, right?
He's the future.
Yeah. He's younger than me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in baseball next year?
Well, the first thing I think is going to happen is that you're going to book the event in March as if we're going to play. That's what I think should happen.
Well, you're wrong there. That's for sure.
You can't even have a tentative agreement. Like, what kind of commitment was that by you?
No, you have to give them 6 figures to hold anything, hold any space.
And do they give it back to you if they don't have this?
No. It's called a contract. No, it's not worth the risk.
All right, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Okay.
I am going to Vegas the last 10 days of March, no matter what, next year.
That's good.
Are you going to go the last 10 days, no matter what?
No.
What do you care? Why don't you could go if there's no baseball, right?
I could, but
you could go golfing or something. No, can you walk yet?
No.
You still limping?
Yep.
Oh man.
I know. Sucks.
How many are we down to 140? How many people are fading out?
No, they're still here.
Is the number increasing or going down?
It's increasing yet. They want to find out if I can walk or not yet. But my goal is by Las Vegas, I will be without a cane, I think. We'll see. But no, I can't golf yet. But hopefully I'll get better.
Don't you think that Torrey Horton should be like a better player? No. He scored 5 touchdowns right out of the gate last year.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I think he's a really good value in best ball draft.
You didn't say what's going to happen to baseball season, though. See, even you know it's going to go into.
I think they've been signing all these young players because they got some big deal coming down the road. You know what I mean? And they're going to, they'll end up being baseball. I don't think anything's going to be a problem. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Maybe I wish maybe they could just have like scab baseball players.
Oh no.
Then we can have. We'd be drafting these guys and they wouldn't get hurt and it'd be better game. No.
I think we'll unveil draft champions and gladiators right out of the bat. The CBA ends December 1st. We'll see what happens there as we get in the new year. I don't think we'll roll anything out until we know there's going to be a season, but we'll find space in Vegas. I've got some feelers out there if it works out.
Is the Hard Rock done?
No, it's not done yet. March of 27. So I think they're a little bit behind. But yeah, it's the spring of 27 it's supposed to open. The guitar is almost viewable, I think. It looks pretty good. I think they've done a good job, but the fact that they shut the hotel down for 3 years is pretty wild.
Well, they gutted that place.
Wow. For sure. Yeah. But I think it might turn out to be a good move for them.
Yeah, that's a good location, right? I mean,
yeah.
I remember when Mirage first opened.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with this.
All right, you need a wide receiver here, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for. Actually, you know what? Franklin's a pretty good. A guy's going to.
There you go. There you go. That's a good one.
He's going to have some games,
Yeah, I hear you.
He could. Yeah, Waddle gets hurt. Franklin. He gets a little bit stronger. I'm going to go with him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I stole him. I finessed the guy.
There you go. All right, that plan came perfect to fruition, don't you think?
I bet I come in the top 5.
Well, that'll get you in the consolation round, or at least the wild card tier, I should say. So, yeah, top 5 get in after week 10. Other 5, they're done for the year.
Can I give you one little story about the best ball or your cut line or whatever it is for baseball?
Last one. Yep. Go ahead.
So I did the one thing on like a video like this, right? And I did the team. It was like in second place. I was in good shape. You know, you got to do that the second waiver wire in first week of June. I sent an email to myself like at 8:40. I set my alarm. You know, my email didn't come through. And I had actually put a lot of players in to get picked up already, but I didn't do the pictures and stuff right. 10 minutes to go, I had to. So I got players, but
you got guys. So okay, that's good.
I probably got 7 or 8 players, but I could have, structured it different or whatever. But
did you get a championship round or not?
No, it faded. Like I don't know. It's like 7th. I don't know what happened to what I got. And
oh my goodness.
I got, I don't even remember who I got, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough for sure.
It wasn't enough.
All right, that's a wrap. I was late. I'm sorry, but I stayed till the end, so that's pretty good. So.
What did the ratings say? Who won? Who won the league?
Don't know.
That's more importantly.
Okay,
who was in charge of it?
We have 2 different ratings now on the NFFC site.
Do you really?
Yeah, we have football guys.
Football guys. Are they new?
Yeah. They have
Is
a
it
rating system there.
League home?
League home, yep.
And then where is it at?
Jay says team 2 looks strong. That's his team, I think. It's under league home. Just scroll down, I'm pretty sure.
And the winner is?
Who is it?
I don't know. I don't know how to use this stuff because I don't bother with it. Expert rankings? No, draft says cheat sheet creator. It's just too much stuff. I can't even figure it out.
Okay. Let's say teammate won then. All right. Call it a night.
All right.
All right.
Well, hey, you were only on here for 32 minutes. You know.
I thank you all for joining us. I apologize for being late, but Shawn didn't remind me that I was supposed to be on at this time. That's why.
I did call you when I found out, though.
Yeah, I know. So thank you for that. I think Jeff saved both of us, to be truthful. So
yeah, he had no idea that we were doing a live stream.
All right. Next Thursday, Billy Wazowski, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, online championship live stream. We'll see you there. Shawn, thanks you much. And we'll do one of these yet before the Vegas, I promise you. All right?
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, man. See you later, all. Goodbye.
Thank you for joining us on the High Stakes Fantasy Network podcast. To get in the game, go to playnfc.com.